Just a little further, Jim called over her shoulder. Janet trudged through the snow after him, shivering in the cold. I feel like I'm gonna freeze to death, she grumbled. The trail had been going on forever, and she still had no idea where Jim was taking her. Still, she had to admit it was an adventure. Anything she did with Jim was an adventure. All right, we're here. Janet looked around. But there's nothing here. It's just a big empty clearing. Exactly, he smiled. Listen, there's something here you can't hear anywhere in the city. He closed his eyes. Confused, Janet did the same. She didn't notice anything. A couple of birds were singing somewhere in spite of the cold, and she could hear the distant wind through the trees. Aside from that, she couldn't hear anything. Then it hit her. It wasn't just silence. It was silence. In the city, there was always something making noise somewhere. But here, there was an emptiness between the birds and the wind, like the blank space on a page. It was just dawning on her that this was the first time she'd heard silence. Real silence. And she couldn't remember how long. It's beautiful, isn't it? Said Jim, turning to look at her. Then a look of surprise crossed his face as he saw Snowball hurtling towards him. That's for dragging me into the middle of nowhere to give me literal nothing, laughed Jana. Jim grinned and scooped up another snowball. Jana barely dodged it, and she scrambled to scoop up more. Jim was quicker, though, and his next shot hit her square in the butt, sending her sprawling face first in the snow. Oh, geez, Jana, are you okay? She stood, brushed herself off, and gave Jim a wicked smile. You're doomed. She charged straight at him. Jim threw 2 snowballs at her. She ignored them. She was already covered in snow anyway. Realizing his predicament, Jim tried to run, but he was already too late. Janet tackled him, and they both landed in a snowbank. They laughed, rolling onto their backs. Oh man, you got me there, Jim said. Serves you right, said Jana, resting on her elbow. Jim put his arms between his head and stared up at the sky. Look, you can watch the snow fall from here. Jana lay back and looked up. The snowflakes drifted gently down from the sky. As she watched them dance and saw the trees sway, she realized not only could she hear the wind, she could see it too. Something brushed her hand. She looked down. Jim was reaching out for her. She smiled and took his hand. Then, she didn't feel so cold anymore.